High fives, chest bump. Let's hug it out. It's Friday, Halloween's Eve. If you got little ones, if you're passing out candy, make sure you do your part. Make sure you bundle them babies up and turn your light on to let the kids know whether to knock on your door or not. Montez at Midday has been brought to you by The Weed Squad. Go to theweedsquad.com. Stop by 8088 Watson Road for your medicinal needs today. All you have to do is tell them Dre Montez sent you. That's all you have to do. And I'm Dre Montez, host of Who's to Blame, the podcast, a sports and entertainment podcast for your listening pleasure. Wherever you get your podcast at, just type in Who's to Blame or Dre Montez. But we are on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Podbean as well. And on the audio platforms, we're on SoundCloud and Anchor out there for you. You can also follow us on the social media platforms. We have a page on Facebook, Who's to Blame, Instagram, Who's to Blame, the podcast, and Twitter at W2B, Dre Montez. How is everyone doing? What's up, good folk? What's up? You know, normally this is like my favorite time of the year. You know, just turned 50 years old. It's that weather where grown folks get to dress like grown people. I'm talking about the men folk out there, the men folk. We get to wear complete clothing instead of dressing like an extra on the Charlie Sheen TV show. Just shorts and T-shirt and flip-flops. But this is our type of weather. Long sleeve fleece, put a nice scarf on and put your leather on and let the day take care of itself. That's how we rocking it in this here. But due to the fact that the World Series just ended, we're reminded of a whole lot of things that Mr. Turner did. Being diagnosed with coronavirus, but we're finding more and more details about it, especially yesterday, that the Dodgers knew and he knew, but they wanted to make sure that it was not a false positive. They wanted to be sure. So they let him play on the biggest stage ever, you know. What he has put in with the Dodgers, what he's put in Major League Baseball, and so forth, as Chavez Ravine was going up 32 years since it won a World Series. But with all that being said, that Major League Baseball do the right thing. We saw what happened after they won the game. He's not in protocol, not in quarantine. He's on the field, mask off. You have the manager of the Dodgers, cancer survivor. You had a player, teammate of his, who just had a child who was born with health issues that was on the field. You also had media from all over, as well as other players. We saw the mask on, we saw the mask off, and Major League Baseball handled that the right way. Rob Manfred, to me, got everything he wanted out of this, which was the money. They got the money up front. They got that television money. The biggest disaster, media disaster, that happened with Major League Baseball happened on the final day of the season. But it was kind of reminiscent of me when the Giants and Will Clark went on the field with a bottle of champagne. It kind of reminded me of that, but not as serious. You know, it was like one of those things that we never thought we would see a player do, come onto the field with the alcohol. You know, it was funny when it happened, but days followed, and then precedents were set, and then policies and procedures were put into place throughout Major League Baseball about players doing that. Got to get that coffee in me. Pour 322 downtown Bell Vegas. Get that coffee today. But that's not the only thing that Major League Baseball and the World Series really has me on my mind today. It's the World Series MVP. I understand what Corey Seager did. I get what he did for the shortstop position, what he did with the bat. But there's one particular player I don't think the Dodgers would have won without this guy. He brought energy. He brought swag. He brought defense. He brought offense. And he brought that award-winning smile. And I'm talking about Mookie. Mookie should have got the MVP. He should have got the MVP. I mean, when they came back from commercial break and said we're going to announce the World Series MVP coming back. And when they came back out of commercial break, I was like, who is that over there? Why is he standing there? Maybe there's more to this. And at least he could have gave Mookie the truck. I mean, damn, I understand, Corey, you just got married and you promised your wife a truck. But I think accounting department, does Corey make enough damn money by his wife a truck? He does. So he should have just gave Mookie the truck. But Mookie signed that huge ass contract. He didn't need the money. Maybe it's just about the clout. Maybe it's about having that thing. But Mookie, to me, was the World Series MVP to me. He really was. It was like that year in the NBA when Steve Nash got the MVP instead of Kobe. Some bullshit out there, some bullshit. Also, before we get into college football, the NFL and NBA news here. This is a sad time for Major League Baseball. If you're a fan, if you root for a team, you root for a particular player, it's sad right now, especially for the older generation of baseball heroes out here. If you just now getting into buying a jersey and figuring out how to actually keep a scorecard at a game, this is not for you. This is not for you. Here in St. Louis, with our St. Louis beloved Cardinals, decisions will be made on 3 players that are really going to affect a lot of people that root for them. You have the man himself, Yachty. You got Wayno, Adam Wainwright. And you also got the Flying Hawaiian 808 in the building, Colton Wong. What's going to happen? These guys are all free agents. Sad time. This is that turning point in sports I do not like. Players are getting older. Teams are trying to redefine themselves, trying to do something with the farm system, trying to do something with guys on the bench, trying to do something with the roster, trying to please the fans. But at the same time, you got players that are going to be departing from a whole lot of franchises that have a connection in the community, that have a connection with the players on the team, that have a connection with fan favorites or being a fan favorite. And Yachty's just a different type of dude. Different type of dude. I've met Yachty several times. Probably doesn't know my name, but I'm quite sure he'll point at me and smile. Same thing with Wayno. Same thing with Colton Wong. Met them all several times. I probably met Yachty more than all of them. But Colton Wong and I have had a talk about the islands, about 808 in the building, the Flying Hawaiian. And I maybe I did see this coming, but not all 3 at one time. And then we're also being hit with the news that Tony La Russa is back in baseball. Now, we've all said this, whether you're a Cardinal fan or not. When players leave the Cardinals, they always go somewhere and do better or come back and bite us in the ass. Yes or no? Who's with me on this? Yeah. I'm not saying all 3 could go that way, but what would make me higher, what would make me happier and finer, not just to be in Carolina in the morning, but what if La Russa got all 3? How many people going to get a White Sox jersey? I'm kind of different on that. I just can't go out and buy a jersey because a player left here. You know, I did buy a Yankee hat when Jack Clark left here, but I burned it after that, in a disgust. That was before everybody was burning anything. I burned that Yankees hat when that whole Jack Clark shit went down. That pissed me off. We went through this in 2011 with Pujols. I cried like a baby. I need to be held. I need to be consoled. Somebody needed to tell me, Dre, it's going to be okay. I was not well when Pujols left here. Not just the fact he left here, but it was the chatter around town from people that don't know a fucking thing about baseball. People that think they work for the Cardinals, don't work for the Cardinals. People that think they actually get paid by the Cardinals that talk about baseball, but they don't. It was like that. It was really frustrating, but I got over it. I got through it like we did all of our marriages. We're going to get over this, Dre. But we're going to keep in mind, I'm going to follow these guys, wherever these 3 may go, whether they stay here or depart, we keep 1, we keep 2, we keep all 3, whatever happened. I'm going to follow it all the way through. But give Mookie that damn World Series MVP, Major League Baseball. Come on now. They could have split that sumbitch or something, because without him, the Dodgers would have lost Game 7 last night. Because they would have put who on the mound, kids? Kershaw. They would have put Kershaw on the mound. Well, tomorrow's college football Saturday, the day where I lose my fucking mind. The day I think I'm 18 years old and a freshman in college. As my Florida football Gators take on MIZ. ZOU. Okay, it should be a good game. You know, you got all these Mizzou fans, these closeted Mizzou fans, whatever. You know, I understood Mizzou back in the days when Kobe Jones was there. Remember him? Just a little bit of a Heisman hype, just a little bit, but it's okay. It's going to be just fine. But going until tomorrow, here is the top 10 in college football. We know this is going to change come next week. Clemson, they got something to deal with now that Sunshine has come down with the coronavirus. So he's not playing tomorrow against Boston College at all. It may be a decision on the Notre Dame game. We're going to follow that closely. But, hey, they got a backup kid who's 12 of 19 and picking up the trash on the field. So we're going to watch him. He didn't come there to be a backup. Keep that in mind. Behind Clemson, you got Bama, The Ohio State, Notre Dame, Georgia, Oklahoma State. This is not a lie. This is not a misprint. Them Bearcats of Cincinnati. You thought of the days when Kenyon Martin was there playing basketball, when Huggy Bear was the coach. No, this is Cincinnati, the football team. You got the Aggies, Texas, A&M, Wisconsin, and Florida. I call them Florida. You may call them Florida. But in the end, they are my Florida football Gators. 3 games I'm going to be paying attention to tomorrow. Just 3 games on the college football schedule, but this guy here will be paying attention to. LSU at Auburn. I know what you're saying. Why LSU, Dre? For one, I love Ed Ogeron, the coach. 2, I've been down to Port City. I've been down to Southern on the Yard. I've been to the Southern Kickoff Classic. I get the folk down there in what they call Port City, Louisiana, where nobody goes to sleep at, where the food's so good, you slap everybody in the fucking family. Everybody in Louisiana can cook from the age of 3 on up, real talk, as they taking on them Auburn Tigers. War Eagle. We're going to see what happens with that game tomorrow. We're going to see. After that, we have The Ohio State playing against Penn State. We saw what Justin Fields did last week. Damn near perfection. Damn near perfection. Did you see the toe tap in the end zone? Penn State is trying to wake up and see what the hell happened to them against them Hoosiers. Not the basketball team, not the soccer team, but the college football team of the Indiana Hoosiers. Got up in there and woke up Penn State. The Nittany Lions. Uh-oh. It's going to be a good one here. Maybe this could be one of those games where will the weather be a factor? Will heart be on the line? Or will The Ohio State just come out and say, look, we're the next QBU. Let me show you why. Okay. Hometown favorite pick of the day. Arkansas. Shout out to Augusta. Taking on the Aggies of Texas, A&M. How does the Aggie wave? Arkansas, Augusta in the building, Little Rock in the building, Ball Knob, Whiteville, Cersei, all of y'all in the building. What up, family? What up, family? I got Arkansas trying to do something in this game, trying to uplift the minds and the hearts of any kid out there looking to play D1 ball. You have a shot. You can let anything be possible if we're going to see. And my Florida Gators in my side view of the game, we're taking on Mizzou. There's no telling which team is going to show up in this. Mizzou has been playing some A-OK football. Florida, I'm a little pissed off about that A&M game, but we got a tight end for the future. And when I mean the future, I mean playing on Sundays. Speaking of Sundays, this Sunday I'm going to join former radio personality. You may know him. You might know him, Mr. Darren Yates, as he's doing some things very positive through YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, trying to help people find their inner strength and use that as their next platform. I try to share everything that he's doing to push you guys in the drive and get out of neutral. So I'm going to be doing something with him Sunday morning concerning the NFL. So you might want to tune in for that about 10 a.m. before you get all of your football news. But on the other side of that, I leave notes all over the place. So bear with me as I'm Looking for my other notepad. Okay, where is it at? Aha, there we go. We found it. We found it. We found it. I saw this last Sunday watching my regular routine getting ready for the NFL game day and before I headed over to the man cave last week. On CBS, they had a little parody, and it was concerning when your team is not doing well in football. You know, rather than going into work cussing out Jeff and poor little Christina and being a piece of shit customer service rep on Monday because your football team got absolutely destroyed, you can reach out to Robert A. Williams, lawyer. It's going to be a whole lot of people probably using this type of a reference this upcoming weekend in the NFL. We have 3 teams that are 5-2. Contender or pretender, that being the Bears, the Bills, and the Browns. Who's the real contender out of this and who's the pretender in this whole thing? And here's an array of games that I am going to be paying attention to here. Other than who's going to be the better quarterback this weekend, Justin Herbert, DiNucci, or Tua. Are those 3 quarterbacks, who's going to be the impactful quarterback right there? We're going to see. You got Justin Herbert with the Chargers. You got DiNucci with the Cowboys. Well, still, they don't know if Andy Dalton's going to pass the protocol. We should know by 2 p.m. Central Standard Time today if Andy Dalton's going to play in that game. And also, you got Tua trying to play against the Rams. You sure y'all want to do this? Did you see what Aaron Donald did last week? Have you seen Aaron Donald's workout tape? Y'all sure you want? Okay, all right. Fitzpatrick, if I were you, don't even dress out. If I were you, don't wear that jacket that I like that you got, Fitz, and just sit on the sideline with your shades on, with your swag, and put your hat ace deuce to the side and see what they say then. How about that, huh? But here are the games I'm going to be paying attention to on Sunday. The New England Football Patriots is going to try to circle the wagon because nobody circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills. Cam. Oh, Cam. You said it yourself, Cam. You're trying to motivate yourself. You're trying to convince yourself you're better than what we're seeing. I get all that. Everyone's been that. Everyone's had that moment like they do in sports movies when you got to go in the mirror and talk shit to yourself, when you leave little Post-its on the side of the mirror. We get all of that. But now you got to go out there and put proof in the pudding. Put proof in the pudding. On the other side, the Buffalo Bills, I want to say for the past 5 years, they're not afraid of the Patriots. Just weird shit happens every time they play each other. Weird shit happens every time. I got Buffalo winning this one. I got the Buffalo Bills winning this one. I really do. I was just out there last week. The Vegas Raiders are taking on the Browns. Now, Baker has not really stepped up to the plate in games we think he should. And now that he doesn't have Odell Beckham Jr., he's on his own. He's in the Hulu commercial by his damn self now. But them Raiders and John Gruden always has something up his sleeves when he always playing against a quarterback that think he can run or an offensive coordinator that think he knows better than John Gruden. We're going to see if this Raiders defense is for real. I got Raiders winning this one. Rams at Miami. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Tua's family, no Zoom meeting this weekend. We're going to need y'all to be focused in with your boy, your son, because this – I don't know about this. I don't know what they saw in OTAs concerning Zoom. I don't know what they saw in the VR quarterback drills with no one-on-one drills, no preseason. Just 2 throws in the game, and the first one should have been a pick six or even possibly a safety. But they say, Ryan, go sit down. We're going with Tua. Okay, we're going to see. Rams. I got the Rams winning this one. I really do. It's a close game, but I got the Rams defense really making a statement on the offensive side of the ball. They've been kind of up and down. They're kind of up and down on that one. Saints and the Bears, oh my. Will the real Nick Foles raise your hand, please? Nick Foles. Philly special. No, I think they need something other than that now. I think they need some Chicago cold, some because the Saints, Drew Brees can't throw the ball. He cannot throw the ball past 15 yards. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Dre, he had a 64-yard touchdown. No. Pause. That was an 8-yard pass. That was bad tackling. Drew cannot throw the ball the way we're accustomed to seeing Drew Brees. I'm looking for a quarterback change, possibly early in this game, to let the Saints come out and pull this game out. But I got the Saints winning this game, even though they're playing in Chicago. Sorry, Shane. Sorry. I need consistency from the Bears, and I don't have it right now. 49ers in Seattle. Jimmy G. Who else has dated a porn star? Anybody want to date a porn star? Me and Jimmy G. Well, Jimmy G did. He actually dated a porn star. That's some Joe Montana shit. I mean, some Joe Namath shit right there. You date a porn star in today's NFL as a quarterback? Thumbs up for Jimmy G. And you got Russ over there. Russ cooking. He done always showed everybody he can cook some food. We done always saw what he can do when it comes to his personal life. We know who his wife is. Seattle. Yeah. But Seattle's defense, they can't sack a bag of potatoes. That defense is horrible. Horrible. Them and the Cowboys need to just watch game film together. I got to put this one on Seattle, but it's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be back and forth. It's going to be kind of reminiscent of that Kansas City Football Chiefs game last year, like 51-47 against the Rams type shit, because the defense with Seattle was just gone bye-bye. It's over with. It's a wrap, do, hickey, bob. And I'm thinking the most watched game tomorrow, Sunday, the most watched game possibly could be, I'm with Ryan Clark. There's going to be a stretch on both sides of the field just waiting for everybody. Somebody going out in that game don't want it to see it go that way. But when these two teams play each other, now Lamar Jackson, as he's been called upon the call of duty at the man cave by Devin the Preacher, that he does not know how to throw the ball. He's not a real quarterback. All he know how to do is run the damn ball. And folks have caught on to that. That's the option out. On the other side, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers. That defense trying to get people to go back and look at their old videotapes and say, wait a minute, that defense is looking very reminiscent of another team that we had during a different period of time. Big Ben has no turnovers. Pittsburgh going to win this game. Going to win this game. It's about TOP, kids, time of possession and proper game management in order for the Ravens to win this game, even if they have turnovers. But this is going to be the most watched, anticipated game this coming Sunday. Yes. I got the Steelers winning this one. You like that, Herb? Herb Jones, former Navy man right there. I guarantee you, I'm not guaranteeing, but it's going to be a high ratings game here. And in honor of Halloween, the scariest game on the schedule is probably Philly and Dallas. Oh, boy. DiNucci. That's the quarterback for Dallas. We don't know yet. We'll know at 2 o'clock today. By 2:01, 2:02, your phone should go off and let you know if Andy Dalton has the thumbs up to play this upcoming Sunday. But as of now, they have DiNucci playing the game against Pennsylvania. Now, if DiNucci does go out there and play and Dallas wins this game, I don't want to hear no excuses, Philly fans. If Philly wins this game in a blowout, don't go out here bragging, Philly fans. Don't do that. Nobody ever expects a third-string quarterback to be playing in the same season. But that right there is the NFL picks by your boy Dre Montez here. Entertainment purposes only. Don't have me calling you Gamblers Anonymous. But you can call Robert A. Williams' lawyer in case your team gets what? Absolutely destroyed. What a crazy year in sports this was. We got through it. We stuck by each other. You know, sports made it, but relationships didn't make it. If you had a failed relationship during coronavirus, good for you. You weren't meant to be together no damn way. But for these sports teams and franchises and leagues that helped us get over the bullshit that we went through in a bad relationship. I applaud you, from the WNBA to the NBA, NHL, NASCAR, golf, Major League Baseball. Thank you all so much. But here comes the hook. Here comes the screw in the curve. Here comes the big decision time. When should the NBA start its season? Okay. What do you say back there? After Thanksgiving. Apparently so. No. I need like a period time. What about you? What you said? What's that? December? Oh, okay. All right. Where? Christmas Day? Yeah, I like Christmas Day. But here's another one that could be coming up as the start time of the NBA, because from what we heard already, LeBron and some of the other stars don't want to play that early in December. So it's looking like maybe MLK Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, January 15th is what the NBA is looking at as a possible tip-off time. I think that's fair. I think that's, give these guys time to relax, enjoy being back home, seeing the kid. They still don't know if it's theirs or not because they're doing the math. Wait a minute. We went on lockdown here, and you said you were pregnant here. That boy don't look nothing like me. But some of these players are getting acclimated being back in the traditional living style. That's what they're doing right now. But I kind of do like the January 15th. I like that. I think that's real cool. Gives everybody time to chill, relax, give the Lakers a little bit more time to celebrate what we did, what we pulled off. Laker Nation, purpleandgold.com, Dim Lakers, Showtime, LA. Give us all time to sit back, get your LeBron shoes, order your Lakers gear, championship gear, your gear for next year. Plan your trip, which game you're going to, whether they're going to stay in the bubble or not. How can the fans get acclimated with the NBA? We got to figure out all this stuff. So I'm thinking January 15th will probably do us due diligence. It'll give me time to play a little bit more NBA 2K to get caught up on that as well. But that's where we're going right there. So that's what we talked about today on Montez at the midday. Thank you again for tuning in, for taking the time out of your Friday afternoon, Halloween Eve. Don't forget, you're taking them kids out trick-or-treat. Take your little light with you. Dress them babies up warm. Go to the houses with the light on. For you grumpy-ass old people, don't forget to turn your light off, because the light on, they're going to knock on your damn door. That's how it works nowadays. You don't want to be going to houses that nobody wants you. There's never a good time at all. Never. It's like talking to a woman that don't want to talk to you. Nobody want to do that shit no more. The day's over with. But I think a lot of people are going to be reaching out to Robert A. Williams, lawyer, in case your sports team, college team, or NFL team gets absolutely destroyed this weekend. But thanks again, guys. Enjoy. Don't forget to check out the latest episode of Who's to Blame, the podcast. We got it up. Yeah, check out the latest episode. 441 is up. 442 will be up later today. That's the 50-year-old man dance right there. So there you go. Enjoy, good folk. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.